Gininda and Lieutenant Colonel Mboto were in the courtyard when Lieutenant Colonel Mboto was asking questions.
Uthe bobabili ke mawethula ubufakazi bakho uthe bobabili uGininda naye ke uMbotho bebakhona khona lapha ecourtyard ngalesikhathi lesi uMbotho ekubuza imibuzo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just want to refer you to the record of the 5th of February 2024, page 31, during trial within trial, when Mr. Mgomezulu was leading you. I'll start at line 16, accused, maybe line 11, accused number 1. When I got in there, Gininda asked me again, and I'm still denying that I have knowledge about, am I still denying that I know nothing about Senzo's death? I said to him, I still maintain that I know nothing. Then line 21, you accused 1. Indeed, he left. In other words, went out where we were. That is now Brigadier Gininda.
Umhlaka 5 February kunyaka ondlulile lana ku page number 31 ku line number 11 umnumzana uMngomezulu ke wayekubuza ke imibuzo siku trial within a trial ulapho khona wayekubuza khona ke imibuzo bese wena walandisa ngalendlela elandelayo ukuthi kena wangibuza ke uGininda ukuthi nangempela ngisaphika yini ukuthi nginalo ulwazi mayelana nokubulawa kwabasenzo ngamtshela mina ukuthi ke angazi lutho ngendaba yokubulawa kwabasenzo.
Namanje ngisasho kanjalo angazi lutho ngokufa kwaSenzo.
I still maintain that I do not know anything about Senzo's death.
No, the point is you're saying that Brigadier Gininda went out where you were.
Uthe uGininda uye wahamba ubrigadier wahamba ke lapho benikhona uye waphuma lapho benikhona.
Yebo waphuma.
Yes, he left.
Wabuya noMbotho.
He left and he came back together with Mboto.
Yes, that is precisely the point. Still on the 5th of February 2024 at page 32 at line 23, accused 1. After that, my lord, a certain gentleman who was unknown to me at the time, but whom I got to know afterwards, then came and he became known to me as Mboto.
Uthi ke kwafika umlisa thizeni ebengingamazi ke ngaleso sikhathi ukuthi ubani kodwa ke khambeni kwesikhathi ngabe sengiyathola ke ukuthi ke uye ke uColonel Mboto.
So here you are saying Brigadier Gininda goes out and after that then Lieutenant Colonel Mboto came in.
Uthe wena ke uBrigadier Gininda uye wahamba uyaphinda futhi manje uthi ke uke kwafika uMbotho.
Yebo uGininda waphuma mayibuya ubuya noMbotho. Ungenze ukuthi isikhathi leso ngangikhuluma ngoMbotho ngangakhulumi ngoGininda. Kodwa uGininda uye wahamba wabuya noMbotho.
What I'm saying is that Gininda, yes, indeed, he left, and then when he came back with Mboto. It could be that when I was saying that, I was not referring to Gininda. Maybe I was referring to Mboto.
And you see, during cross-examination of Brigadier Gininda, on the 4th of June 2025, Advocate Munisi, on page 16, line 4, states the following to Brigadier Gininda. Now, he further says that they then paused the suffocating with a plastic bag and they kicked him, and when he gained the momentum to sit upright, he then saw you, that is now Brigadier Gininda, and another black male in front of him. You were standing in front of him and the other black male.
Mhlaka 4 kuJune kunyaka ka2025 umnumzana Munisi ke wayehlaba ke umnumzana Gininda ngembuzo wambuza ke ukuthi washo wakubeka kuyena ukuthi ke uzosho umangalelwa noma ke umsola ukuthi ke mase baqedile ukumvala ngalelo plastic bamkhahlela futhi ke mase zama ke ukubuyela esimeni esikahle kwase ke bamkhahlela kanye beka nomunye futhi omunye umuntu wesilisa omnyama uthi ke bowume phambi kwakhe.
Ngicela angitholi impela kahle ukuthi ibheke phi ngicela ukuthi ucacisele yona ukuthi mhlawumbe kuze ngizwe ukuthi ithini.
So in this proposition, there's no mention of Brigadier Gininda leaving the room and Colonel Mboto then entering the room. The proposition is that you were kicked, and when you gain, as it was put, you gain the momentum to sit upright. You then saw Brigadier Gininda and another black male in front of him. And the Brigadier Gininda was standing in front of you, as well as the other black male.
Uthi ke lapho akukho lapho kubhalwe khona noma ke akuzange atshelwe uBrigadier Gininda njengoba bekanikezela ngobufakazi bakhe ke watshelwa ngalendlela lesichazela ukuthi ke wena wakhahlelwa akukho lapho kubhalwe khona ukuthi Gininda wahamba. Ukhuluma indaba ukuthi wakhahlelwa wakwazi ke ukuthi uphinde ukwazi uzibe sesimeni sokuthi uhlale bese ke mawusathi uma bacedile ukukushokha ngalo plastic wakhahlelwa maqeda ke wakwazi ukuthi ke ukwazi kuyihlalela wena ngokwakho kodwa ke ayiveli indaba ukuthi uGininda wahamba.
Ngifike ngasho la eboxini ukuthi uGininda waphuma wahamba waphinde wabuya. La lenkulumo lengendlela engizwisisa ngayo mina mabe ukuthi ngithema ngishawo kwakhona umuntu wesilisa ongenayo angikhulumi ngoGininda uGininda bese ngikhulumile ngawo uGininda bese ngivele sengimazi kwakhona umuntu ongenayo engingamazi ngikhuluma ngomuntu engingamazi la hayi ngomuntu engimaziyo.
When I took the witness stand, I did say that Gininda left, and Gininda was already known to me by that time. So I made mention of this male person that I did not know.
uGininda ngimazile mangifike eFoslo masuka eFoslo siya eDikloof sengiyamazi ukuthi kunobaba oso uGininda umuntu engingamazi ilo ofikayo omunye umbotho ofika noGininda umbotho uye bengingamazi.
I had already met Gininda at Foslo. The person that I'm saying was not known to me. It is a Mboto at the police station. Umazi police station.
Ubani?
Uthi uGininda bosovela umazili eFoslo ngithi. Bese lo mulisa lo okhuluma ngaye ukuthi ngaleso sikhathi bongamazi. Wazi isikhathini esizayo ukuthi ke lo muntu lo uMbotho uye umuntu okhuluma
Umazi at Dikloof police station umbotho.
I met Mboto at Dikloof police station.
Mr. Sibiya, we're going to repeat the question. On page 16, on the 4th of June 2025, Advocate Nisi puts the following proposition to Brigadier Gininda. Now, he further says that they then paused the suffocating with the plastic bag and they kicked him, and when he gained the momentum to sit upright, he then saw you and another black male in front of him. You were standing in front of him and the other black male. Now we're seeing
inkulumo evezwa umshushisi ukuthi ke umnumzana Mnisi noma advocate Mnisi ke mhla ka4 kuJune kunyaka 2025 washo wachaza ngalendlela ukuthi ke bamisa ke ngendaba yokushokha ngalowo plastic njengoba bebashokha bakukhahlela mawuceda ke wakwazi ukuthi ke uthola amandla futhi uthi kodwa ke lapho akuveli indaba yokuthi ke uGininda uye wahamba waphinde wabuya asekabuya noMbotho.
I think there's a bit of a misunderstanding in how the state is putting it and how that which the state is putting it to Mr. Sibiya is conveyed to Mr. Sibiya, my lord. Because the way in which I understand the state says, as I put it to Mr. Gininda, that as he was being assaulted, they paused with the putting of the plastic over his face, and then they started to kick him. And then when he was being kicked, then he gained a momentum, was able to sit upright. At that moment, then he saw Gininda was in company of this person that now we know is Mr. Mboto. It starts there. Now the state says, within that context, Mr. Sibia does not say that Mr. Gininda actually went out. That's how I understand it.
Yes, indeed. We quoted the previous passage where he says Brigadier Gininda went out, and in came Colonel Mboto. But here the proposition is that you were being kicked, and when you basically came around, the two were right in front of you.
Wena ke ubushaywa ngisho ukhahlelo wathi ke mase ukwazi ukuthola amandla wase ke ubona ke labantu ababili phambi kwakho uGininda nalomlisa lo obowungamazi ngaleso sikhathi.
Bengifaka iplastiki ngishawa mabeme ukungishaya ila ngibona khona abantu abayi2 uGininda noMboto. uGininda sengiyamazi ukuthi ukhona umuntu oGininda oso uMboto uyu umuntu engingamazi.
I was suffocated with the plastic bag and I was being kicked, and when I gained momentum I then was able to see 2 people, and I mean that I saw Gininda because I'd already met Gininda and then Mboto.
Kodwa nje uqondile mina la eboxini ngifike ngasho athi uGininda waphuma wangitshela uzongishaya nathi labe ngishaya waphuma wabuya esebuya noMboto.
What I stated here when I took the witness box is that Gininda left, and when he came back with Mboto.
So this proposition is basically, you're saying that this proposition is not correct?
Manje ngalendlela le umshushisi ayivezayo lo daba lo laliveza olwakhuluma umnumzana uMnisi etshela ke uGininda uthi akulona iqiniso.
Ngithi ngiyazama ukuyicacisa le ndaba ukuthi uMnisi bayibeka kanjalo ukuthi ukhuluma ngoMboto. uMboto uye umuntu ebengamazi kulabo abantu laba ya oqala ukufika ngalesa sikhathi.
If Mr. Mnisi put it that there's a person that was unknown to me at that time, he's referring to Mboto because at that particular time I did not know him.
Court, my lord, this proposition cannot be assumed to be incorrect because the witness is simply saying, Mr. Gininda, when he was being assaulted upon their arrival there at Tembisa, at Deep Kloof police station, Mr. Gininda said, are you then prepared to talk now? And they said, no, what do you want me to say? I don't know anything about it. Then they started to assault him. As they assaulted him, Mr. Gininda went out. But when they came back now, when Mr. Gininda came back now, he came back with this person who was now a Mr. Mboto. That's the context within which I understand that the state wants to find out at what stage did Gininda went out or whatever. But the proposition that was put to him, it's exactly in the context in which I've just explained it now.
Well, the record speaks for itself, but here the impression that is conveyed during cross-examination of Brigadier Gininda is that Mr. Sibia is being assaulted, and when he gained momentum to sit upright, he then saw the 2 persons in front of him, Brigadier Gininda and Lieutenant Colonel Mboto. But we will leave it there for argument, my lord. Then the next proposition on line 17, Advocate Nisi says, no, he further says that that is not Brigadier Gininda. No, he further says that you then went out of that area where you were, and then the other black male then said to him that he was going to ask him questions. So here the impression that's being created is that Brigadier Gininda went out, and the other person, that's now Lieutenant Colonel Mboto, said to you that he was going to ask you questions. But you are saying both were present together.
When uthi mawuqeda ke kushaywa ke ukwazi masoqedile ke sothola amandla uthi wabona ke uGininda nalomlisa thizeni lomlisa lo bekahamba noGininda kuyena uMboto esazi ukuthi uMboto manje wathi ke uzokubuza ke imibuzo.
Yeah, wathi ufuna ungibuza imibuzo emibala.
Yes, he said he wanted to ask me a few questions.
In the presence of Brigadier Gininda?
Phambi kwaka Gininda.
Yeah, wayekhona.
Yes, he was there.
But here, the proposition is that Brigadier Gininda went out of the area where you were.
Kodwa ke udaba lolu luthi ke uBrigadier Gininda uye wahamba lapho benikhona.
Mina ngifike ngathi uGeninda waphuma mayeqeda ukungibuza ukuthi namanje ngisalibele ngiphika na. Waphuma wahamba wabuye sebuya noMbotho.
I said that Brigadier Gininda said to me, you still don't want to talk or you still denying. And then I answered him and then he went, he left and then came back with Mbotho.
Into esengishiyo mhlawumbe sengisho amahlandla amaningi le nto leyo ukuthi kwenzakala so waphuma uGeninda wabuye sebuya noMbotho.
I think I've stated this many a times that Gininda left and then he came back now with Mbotho.
So this proposition is incorrect.
Ngamanye amagama ke ukuthi lo daba lolu oluvela lapha ke kuma record akusilo iqiniso.
Luphi?
That Brigadier Gininda went out of the area where you were, and then the other black male then said to you that he was going to ask him questions.
Udaba lokuthi ke uBrigadier Gininda uye wahamba lapho benikhona yena bese mlisa thizeni lo wathi ke uzofuna ukubuza noma ke ufuna ukubuza imibuzo.
uGeninda uphumile wabuye sebuya nalomuntu lo uthi ufuna ukubuza imibuzo.
Gininda left and then when he came back with this person that had said that he wants to ask me questions.
Right.
Noma angithi akukho lapho ukuthi khona lo muntu wabuya eyedwa.
There is nowhere in that record where it's stating that this person came back alone.
Lo muntu ubuye noGeninda wafuna ukungibuza imibuzo.
This person came back with Gininda and he said he wanted to ask me questions.
How long did your interaction with Lieutenant Colonel Mbotho last?
Uxoxisana kwakho phakathi naye uKolonel Mbotho kuthatha isikhathi esingakanani? Ukukhuluma kwakho naye.
Ngaphezu ka 10 minutes.
Over 10 minutes.
If you say over 10 minutes, are you saying it was around 10 minutes?
Mhlawumbe mawuthi ngaphezu kwa 10 minutes.
What are you suggesting?
Uthini?
Ngachaza ukuthi iwash ngangenalo kodwa kungaphezulu ka 10 minutes kodwa futhi angicabanga ukuthi kuyafika ku 30 minutes.
I did explain that I was not in position of wearing my watch, but it was over 10 minutes. But okay, I can tell you for sure that it was not more than 30 minutes.
Because Lieutenant Colonel Mbotho said your interaction with him was from 9:45 up to 12 midnight.
Uthi ke yena umnumzana Mbotho makabhala la uthi ke ingxoxo yenu iqale ngo-10:45 kwaze kwafikela phakathi kwamabili ebusuku.
La kwabhala khona uMbotho angazi ukuthi ngaphendula ngithini la kwabhala khona uMbotho kodwa mina ngisho ukukhuluma kwami noMbotho akubanga kwaba ngaphezulu ka 10 minutes akufikanga ku 30 minutes.
I don't know about what you're putting to me of what Mbotho has written, but I can tell you that my conversing with him lasted for above 10 minutes, but it could not have been more than 30 minutes.
No, what was happening in that period?
Bekwenzakalani ke ngaleso sikhathi?
Ngishilo ngathi uMbotho wathi ufuna ukungibuza imibuzo emincane.
I said Mbotho said that he wants to ask me a few questions.
Wangibuza imibuzo engikhumbula kahle ukuthi wangibuza ukuthi ngazi nokufaka senza amtshela ukuthi angazi lutho ukufaka senza.
And the most question that I remember very well is that he asked me, what is it that I know about the killing of Senzo, or Senzo's death rather?
And that took all of 30 minutes.
Kuthathe 30 minutes konke lokho.
Angaze ngisho kanjalo ngithi mina ngaphezulu ka 10 minutes ngiyacabanga ukuthi akufiki ku 30 minutes.
I said that above 10 minutes, but it could not have been 30 minutes.
Yes, but asking you that question took between 10 and 30 minutes. Is it your evidence?
Usho ukuthi ke lowo mbuzo wodwa.
Ngithi wayengibuza imibuzo kodwa engikukhumbula kahle ilo ukuthi ngazi nokufaka senzo meyiwa so ngamtshela ukuthi angazi lutho ngokufaka senzo meyiwa.
I said that
That supposition is incorrect. What the state is putting to this witness is now incorrect because the initial question was, what was the time, how long did the interaction between yourself and Mr. Mbotho take place? Now then the witness says between 10 to 30 minutes. Then the state says, what was happening? Then the witness says, when he asked me question, but we now know that that interaction did not only involve the asking of questions. There was the taking of thumbprints and also the signatures. And that is the interaction, not a specific part of the interaction.
Maybe we'll put it differently.
And also Mr. Mboto himself was also writing, I'm sorry, advocate.
We'll just put it differently. The only question that you remember that was asked in that period is what you know about the death of Mr. Senzumeiwa, and you said you know nothing about it. Is that correct?
Uthi okuwona mbuzo okhumbulayo ulo ukuthi ubuzile ukuthi ke wazini ngokufaka kwaSenzo wamphendula ukuthi wena wazi lutho.
Okwamanje yiwe ngikhumbulayo.
For now, that's all I remember.
And angazi lutho vele ngokufa kaSenzo.
And indeed, I do not know anything about the Senzo's death.
But how come you don't remember the other questions that were asked to you?
Manje kuza kanjani ke ukuthi ke leminye imibuzo owabuzwa yona kube ukuthi awusayikhumbuli?
Ngumuntu ophila emhlabeni, umuntu uyakhohlwa, umuntu uyakhumbula.
I'm a person who lives in this world, so you can forget things, and some other things you can forget. And sometimes you can remember also.
Na umshushisa ezinye izinto uyayikhohlwa, ezinye uyayikhumbula.
I think also the prosecutor forgets other things and remembers other things.
You see, the evidence of Lieutenant Colonel Mboto on the 13th of October 2023, page 75, from line 18 is the following. Mr. Mboto, my lord, I was sitting with the accused. We started by talking, and then we write the statement in his presence. I wrote the statement in his presence, informed by the accused, and then we sign. So that whole period is from 9:45 until 12 o'clock. I'm sitting with the accused.
Uthi ke ngomhla ka-31 ku-October uyachaza ukuthi ke wayenawe lapho ekutheni ukuthi khona wayekubuza imibuzo noma wayethatha ke istatement lapho wena wawumchazela khona. Then uthi konke lokho kwenzakala isikhathi esingasuka ngo-9:45 ukufikela ke phakathi lamabili.
Noma ngangasiphethe iwash akaze ngithathe isikhathi eside noMboto ngoba ngisho ukuthi kungaphezulu ka10 minutes.
Even though I was not in position of a watch, but I can say that we did not I did not take long with Mboto.
Akaze ngize ngidibana noMboto isikhathi eside.
I did not take long with Mboto.
Colonel Mboto further testified regarding your allegations of assault. Testified as follows on the 13th of October 2023, page 75, line 7. It says they cannot assault a person 3 times and then he comes to the office walking. That is not true, my lord. I want to deny that again based on those facts. The gentleman was going to come by an ambulance if he was assaulted 3 times, 3 places like that. That is not true.
Usike ngiyakuphikisa lokho usho ngomhla ka-13 October uthi ngiyakuphikisa mina ukuthi ke umuntu othe yena ushaye kathathu bese ke eza ehhovisini azihambela kahle lo muntu lo bekazoza ngeambulance uma kuukuthi ushaye kathathu ashaywa ke eindaweni eintathu ezihlukile.
Mina ngashawa endaweni ezintathu ezihlukile kodwa ngafika eDikloof ngaphinde ngashawa khona kodwa akaze ngize ngihambe ngeambulance. Lento ekhulunywa uMboto ayikho, ukhuluma into engekho uMboto uqamba manga. Mina la ngashawa amaphoyisa engishaya eThembisa, angishaya eFosforus, angishaya eDikloof. And manje ngishaya amaphoyisa enza sure angishaya ngendlela angazi ukuthi afunde ngayo ukuthi umuntu mawumshaya akabonakala ukuthi umshayile.
I was assaulted at these 3 places that I had mentioned earlier, where it was in Tembisa, Vosloorus, and Diepkloof. And I think they assaulted me in the manner in which, like one would say that they've got their own way of assaulting someone and making sure that that person is not visible, that they're being assaulted.
Nanginosibika naye kade ekhuluma manje la kuyiParliament ukuthi amaphoyisa anokubulala akuplate ngesibhamu ukuthi wena ethi wona ukwadubula.
And also it was stated now by Sbia that police officers are capable of killing you and saying that they found the firearm with you or plant you with, or falsely implicate you with a firearm and say that you were trying to shoot them.
wathi useyesaba usabela umndeni wakhe naye umbothi kuyothi makudibane naye lokhu ngelinye ilanga uyoshutha amaphoyisa uma ekushaya akwenzi ukuthi ungaboni ngeke uze uhambe ngeambulance uma ushaya amaphoyisa.
No, he's just protecting uthi yena uvikela umndeni wakho bani.
No ngithi usibiye uthi wesabela umndeni wakhe uthi wesabela umndeni wakhe amaphoyisa ayadubulana.
Spear said that he was fearing for his life because police officers can shoot you. So he would one day also come up with this, when he comes up with this, when he sees this as his statement, then he'll also come here and say that he's also fearing for his life.
Ngenze usuyihlanganisileke le nkulumo le. Ngithi mina umbotho naye ngelinye ilanga kuyodibana naye lokhu kushaywa ngamaphoyisa.
Sorry, this court won't take to notice what you are saying because there's no evidence before this court about that. This court, I don't know about the other courts where people are called cats or what have you.
Kose katolo ukukhulunyiwe nje ngecala lami laseThembisa mina.
No, yes, your case in Tembisa, being assaulted, no problem. But when you're quoting the Madlanga Commission,
Angikhothanga Madlanga.
or Sibiya, who's Sibiya?
Ushedra kusibiye bekhuluma eParliament hayi Madlanga.
Yes, you are saying that in Madlanga Commission, is that not so? Okay, but this court can be seized with it.
Yes.
Example, please.
I'm sorry to interfere, but here again, the name of General Spear is not a far-fetched name in this trial. Remember, the state even also considered that in 2019, when Mr. Sibiya, this one, was arrested, he was, there was Lishabane, there was General Sibiya, and there was Zungu. I think there was also a Makubo there. I specifically asked, who is this General, who's this Sibiya that you're talking about? He said General Sibiya. So he's basically involved in this case. His name is not far-fetched. It's his name, the fact that his name is mentioned in this case, that was actually what was considered to by the state itself.
Yes, Mr. Baloyi.
My Lord, that is not the issue. The issue is the proposition that we put to the witness that given the fact that he was assaulted, booted feet, Colonel Mboto says if that was the position, then he would have sustained far serious injuries. That's what we are putting to the witness.
Umshushu sakusho ke yena ukuthi uyayicacisa lento le ukuthi can you please repeat that?
Yes. We have put the response of Lieutenant Colonel Mboto on the 13th of October 2023 at page 75 on your allegations of assault. He testified as follows, and this we see from line 16. They cannot assault a person 3 times and then he comes to the office walking. That is not true, my Lord. I want to deny that again based on those facts. The gentleman was going to come by an ambulance if he was assaulted 3 times, 3 places like that. That is not true.
Akusho ke ukuthi uMbotho wafika la mhla ka 13 kuOctober. Mhla ka 13 kuOctober 2023 wazisela enkantolo ukuthi ke insolo lezi bezibekiwe ukuthi ke wena washaywa uyazinqaba noba ke akavumelani nabo uthi ngendlela le uchaze ngayo ukuthi washaywa ke endaweni ezintathu ezihlukile ushaywa ukhahlelo nokhahlelo bozobe ulimele kakhulu kunangendlela ofike uzihambela ngayo kodwa ke mawukuthi lokho bekwenzekile kamampela bozofika uhamba ngeambulance uthi uyaziphika ke lezo insolo zokuthi wena washaywa
Ngashawa umbotho wayengekho mangishawa ngiyacabanga ukuthi umbotho lento ayikhulumayo umcabangelo umbono wakhe ukuthi ucabanga ukuthi kube kuya ngaye wakuzoba kanjalo mina ngashawa eThembisa ngashawa eFosforus ngashawa eDekloof kodwa kaze ngize ngihambe ngeambulance kodwa ukushawa ngashawa
I was assaulted at these 3 different places in Tembisa, in Foslo, and in Deep Kloof. Maybe that's his own opinion. that if someone was assaulted, then they would come with an ambulance. I was assaulted 3 places, and then I came walking. Did not come with an ambulance.
And you say that after you had this engagement with Lieutenant Colonel Mboto, you were then put in the Qashqai that was driven by Ngamani,
A cash.
Nissan Qashqai.
Uthi-ke wathathwa ke soqedile ukukhuluma noMbotho wafaka phakathi kwemoto ehlobo lweNissan iQashqai. Nissan cash, it's a Qashqai. Qashqai.
Qashqai.
Mase sisuka lokho eDiklof ngangena kwimoto eNissan Qashqai.
When we left Diepkloof, I was placed in a motor vehicle in Nissan, a Qashqai.
Hayi Qashqai.
Qashqai,
Ngithi hayi Qashqai.
not Qashqai.
Are you sure about that?
Mr. Balwe, can we fix something? I think I'm the one who did not get the Qashqai from you.
Nissan Qashqai.
Umshushu samuzuyibiza kanjani uthi nayo Nissan Qashqai.
Qashqai. Whatever, yes. But it's Qashqai.
Kodwa iyo ke
Qashqai.
Nissan le hlobo imoto ehlobo leNissan le Qashqai yakhona.
iNissan Qashqai.
It's a Nissan Qashqai.
Yes. So you maintain that when you left the place, you left in that Nissan Qashqai.
Uyavuma ke ukuthi noma yaqinisekisa ukuthi mawuhamba lapho wahambiswa ngaleyo moto leyo Nissan le Qashqai.
Yebo ngasuka ngayo.
Yes, I do confirm that.
We just want to refer you to the record of the 5th of February 2024, page 37. From line 14, 5 February 2024, page 37. Accused 1. There, my lord, I was then transported in the Red Golf. There was also a Nissan. That is now who formed part of the vehicles that were escorting us, and then I just noticed us driving into Villara police station.
Mangalelo wokuqala ke inkulumo eyavela ukuthi ke wena lapho Nkosi enkantolo ngafakwa noma ke ngahanjiswa ngemoto yehlobo leGolf ebomvu yayikhona yona ke iNissan ngokuyezinye zeyimoto ezazihamba namanye amaphoyisa.
Yebo last year uma ngikhuluma lento kwi-trend the trial shuthi bengabanga naso isikhathi sokukhumbulisa kahle hle ukuthi imoto engahamba ngayo yipi kodwa manje ngoba nje ngishilo ukuthi imoto engahamba ngayo iNissan Qashqai imoto engangiphakathi kuyo ingoba sengikhumbule kahle hle ukuthi imoto engahamba ngayo yipi.
Yes, in last year when we had the trial within a trial, at that time I could not recall very well as to which car was it, but now I can remember very well, and I'm certain that it was a Nissan Qashqai.
Yes, but there is your evidence there, and you said you were transported in a red Golf without any qualification.
Kodwa ke ubufakazi bakhona bekuwukuthi ke uhanjiswe ngaleyo moto leyo iGolf leyo ebomvu.
Njengoba ngichaza ukuthi umuntu kunesikhathi sokuthi akhumbule, kunesikhathi sokuthi umuntu akhumbule kahle hle into eyenzakele ukuthi konje la because ukhumbule mangishawa 2020 zabaningi izinto ezangiphazamisayo. Mangifika u2024 bengingakakhumbuli kahle ukuthi konje imoto engangigibele kuyo lezi moto eziyithuka kweyipi manje sengikhumbule kahle hle ukuyimoto ukuthi ngayigibele ngalela suku lona iyipi.
I remember I was assaulted in 2020. There are a lot of things that disturbed me thereafter. And it is possible, like I've explained, that one can forget and one can remember. But at this point, I can recall very well, vividly, as to which car I was being driven in.
Imoto engagibela kuyo iQashqai.
The motor vehicle that I was driven in is this Qashqai.
So what is stated here in the record during the trial, within the trial, is incorrect.
Manje lokho kubhalwe lapha ke noma ke uqukethwe lapha mayelana nodaba lokuthi ke wena uthe wahanjiswa ngeGolf ebomvu akulona iqiniso.
igolf ebomvu yayikhona.
There was a red Golf.
Imoto ezazingihambisa kwakuyigolf ebomvu neqashqayi ezazingisa eVeralia police station.
The motor vehicles that were taking me to Valeria police station, it's this red Golf and that Qashqai.
Ngoba ngifikile la kwi-main trial, ngiyakhumbula kahle hle ukuthi imoto kuyiyona yona engangiphakathi kuyo iyiphi.
But now that I'm saying, I recall very well now on the main trial that this motor vehicle that I was driven with, which one is it? Now I remember very well. It's the Qashqai.
We're just going to show you photos that were taken during the pointings out. Exhibit GG1. Sergeant Mohola testified as follows regarding these photos, and we see her evidence in the proceedings of 20 November 2023, page 21.
Iphoyisa ke uMkhola wanikezela umfakazi ngalendlela elandelayo kumhla ka20 kuNovember unyaka ka2023.
And with reference to these photos, exhibit GG1,
Ekhuluma ke ngaso lesona lesi sithombe ke
photos 2 and 3, she was asked what is her comment regarding the clothing that accused one is wearing as per exhibit GG1, photo 2. And her response is as follows. Line 15, I can confirm, my lord, that this is the same type of clothing, my lord, he was wearing on 30 May 2020.
Uthi ke uMkhulu maseka nikezela ngobufakazi bakhe uye washo ke ukuthi makabheke asalesi sithombe ke basivezile la esiku GG1 baye bambuza ukuthi ke uPaula uthini mayelana ke neingubo zalomuntu ovela kulesi sithombe ke ku GG1 ukuthi izona uthini ngaleso sithombe leso wathi yena ke uyaqinisekisa ukuthi yebo nangempela ke izona impahla lezi wawuzigqokile ngomhla ka30 kuMay kunyaka 2020.
Is this how you were clad on the 30th of May 2020?
Mhla ka30 kuMay bogcoke ngalendlela le.
Ngichazile ukuthi mina ngoMay 2020 ngangigqoke uBrenud nophaca abeAdidas nale jacket nevest ngaphansi.
I did explain that I was wearing my Brentwood pants. I was also wearing Adidas flip-flops. And I was also wearing a vest, and I was also wearing and I was also wearing a jacket. The one that is depicted on this photo.
Mase ngichamelile base bethi angishitshe impahla yila sengqoka khona sengqokisa le jean nalezi icathu ezingigqokile neanda.
It is after I wet myself that I was told to now wear these clothes with this pair of jeans and my underwear no pack and shoes.
So when you were assaulted at Letabong municipal area, when you were assaulted at Vosloorus municipal area, and when you were assaulted at the police station, this is how you were clad, is that correct?
Uchaza ukuthi ke ngawo wonke lamahlandla amathathu eLetabong le nase Vosloorus nase Diepkloof indlela wagcoke ngayo le.
Yeah.
Yes.
And these photos were taken on the 5th of June 2020, 5 days after these assaults that I have described, as well as the additional assault at Vosloorus municipal area on the 5th of June 2020. Is that correct?
Lesi sithombe ke sathwebulwa noma sathathwa ke nge-5 zaka June kunyaka ka 2020 sekundlule ke amalanga amahlanu ke kwenzeke lokushaya kwakho kwale eFosloras naseLithabong naseDikloof.
Yeah,
Yes.
So this photo was after you were assaulted on 4 different occasions. Is that correct?
Lesi sithombe ke usithethwe emveni kokuthi emakundlule ke insuku ezi5 ushayiwe ke endaweni ezihlukile ezi4 ezihlukile.
yeah,
Yes.
This after being kicked on all those 4 occasions by about 14 or so police and traffic officers.
Ushayiwe amaphoyisa nama traffic cop ke bakushaye bakukhahlele.
yeah,
Yes.
And being suffocated with a plastic bag.
Bakufaka no plastic.
yeah, bangifaka no-plastic.
Yes, I was also suffocated with a plastic on my face.
And whilst you were wearing those clothes, is that correct?
Wawuloku
That we
ugqoke
see on photo 2 of exhibit GG1.
kwenzeka konke lokhu ugqoke lezi impahla esizibona la kulesithombe leso GG1.
Yeah, bangigqokele lezi impahla.
Yes, I was wearing the same clothes.
You'll recall that during the time when these photos were taken, just before the pointings out, you were asked to assume different positions when the photos were being taken. Is that correct?
Mawuthathwa ke le thombe lezi baye bakucela ke ukuthi uphenduke ubheke ngale kunjalo.
Yebo umbotho uHadebe wayesho kanjalo ethi angime kanje bashuthe ethi angime kanje bashuthe ethi angenza ukuthi ngenze lokho akushoyo bashuthe.
Yes, Mbocho instructed me that told me which positions I should stand in, then they would take a picture, then I would change the position, then they would take another picture.
And this is photo 4. You were made to take off your top. You are bare-breasted.
Uyabona ke la usithombe number 4 wathi bathi ke ukhumule ke iskipa uyabona ke ukuthi awugcokile la ngaphezulu.
Yebo umbotho wayesho kanjalo.
Yes, Mbocho said that.
Yes. And the but it's Khadebe, Colonel Khadebe, not Mboto.
uHadebe
uHadebe.
it's Hadebe.
And the front part of your body is being shown.
Kuyabonakala ke la ngaphambili ngithi. Bonakalisa isithombe lesi sibonisa wena ngaphambili.
Yebo.
Yes.
Any visible injuries?
Khona ukulimala okubonakalayo.
Kunzima ukuthi singakhomba ukubonakalayo kulesi sithombe lesiya kodwa mina nakho icourt ngiyayikhombisa ukuthi nakho la ngidimele kodwa lapha ya nje na umshushisa akuboni ngoba mayibuka lesi sithombe lesiya kodwa nakho namanje sabonakala emva kweminyaka emingaka ngalimala kusabonakala la kimi kodwa kulesi sithombe lesiya angeke aza kubona ngoba isithombe lesiya akusimina nakho la engikhona ngiyakhomba nakho la ngidimele khona.
It is difficult for one to can point out the visible injuries. I have shown this court on my wrist as to the injuries that I sustained. Until this far, I still have those marks or scars on my wrist. So the prosecutor cannot even also be able to point out the injuries there because that's a photo. That's not me in person.
Ngiyacabanga ngoba umshuse buka lesi sithombe lesiya angeke azayibone le mark yami ela ukuthi nginemaki la ekhona la mayibuka lesi sithombe mayibuka mina uzoyibona ukuthi lo umuntu lo unemaki eso ukhomba ukuthi walimala endaweni eso.
Furthermore, is that the prosecutor, if you look at that photo, you would not be in a position to can tell that I have a scar on my forehead. But when you look at me in person, you are able to see that there is a mark or a scar on my forehead.
No, photo 5 shows the left part of your upper body from your waist upwards. Is that correct?
Photo number 5, ibonisa ke hlangana iside lakho la ka left.
Yebo
Yes.
Any visible injuries?
Ukhona ukulimala okubonakalayo lapha.
kukhona
Yes, there is.
Where?
Kuphi?
ezandleni ngilimele.
On my wrist, I sustained injuries.
But you said you were kicked on your body. Any injuries as a result of the kicking on your body?
Owathi wena ke ukhahlelwe emzimbeni wakho. Manje ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi ke kula lesi sithombe kuyabonakala yini ukulimala kukhona yini ukulimala okubonakalayo okubonayo wena kulesi sithombe?
Ukulimala engibona kusesithombe lesa akubonakala ngoba isithombe lesiyana akusimina. Mina ngithi ukulimala kwami mina ngangilimele la ngaphakathi wawungaboni noma ungaboni ungaphandle. Kodwa ukulimala ngangilimele.
I'm saying to you that one is not able to point out any visible injuries, and I did say that I was injured internal, and one could not see the visible the injuries, but I was injured.
Photo 6 shows the back part of your body from waist upwards. Any visible injuries?
Isithombe se-6 ke sibonisa ke ingemuva la kukhona yini ukulimala okubonakalayo okubonayo wena kulesi sithombe.
Mina isithombe angikhulumi ngesithombe ngithi mina ukulimala kwami kwakukhona ngaphakathi ngangilimele ngaphakathi. Uma uzongibuza isithombe ngizongakhona ukuthi ngikhulume ngesithombe ngoba isithombe namanje isithombe lesama ngafika usithinte ngesizwe lutho kodwa umuntu ongezwe ubuhlungu mawumthinta yimi.
I will not comment on that photo because I make mention of the fact that I was injured internally. So that's a picture. That's, for instance, if you touch the picture, won't feel pain. But I personally was in pain because of the internal injuries.
Next, photo 7 shows the right part of your body from the waist upwards.
Right side yakho ikhona ukulimala okubonayo.
Ngiyachaza futhi lento isithombe lesiya akukho kubonakalayo kodwa mina akusikho ukuthi ngoba isithombe engabonakali lutho ikamera ikuvalile akubonakali lento kuyikamera kodwa nakho mina ngilimele namanje kuyabonakala la kimi emzimbeni ukulimala uthi ngilimele.
I'm going to repeat this, that this is it's just a photo and one cannot be able to see the injuries there on this photo. But I was injured, I sustained injuries from my wrist.
Just going back to photo 2, as you've just testified that this is how you were clad on the day of your arrest during the assaults.
Manje ke isithombe lesi siveza ke njengoba sowuvumile nawe waqinisekisa ukuthi nangempela ke wawugcoke ngalendlela le nangazo zonke le inkathi ushaywa wawugcoke ngayo nalendlela.
Yebo ngangigqoke kanje.
Yes, this is how I was clad.
Do you agree that your clothes are intact? There's no sign that your clothes were tattered from the kicking that you endured?
Uyavumelana nami yini ukuthi lesi sithombe ke siyabonisa ukuthi ke kwakungekho mhlambe into wrong ngalendlela zibukeka ngakhona ukuthi ngakubonisa ukuthi impahla zomuntu bekashayo.
Cha asivumelana.
No, I do not agree with you.
Right. Coming back to now the 30th, you've now left Diepkloof Police Station, and you are now being transported to Villara Police Station. Is that correct?
Nansuka lapha ke eDiepkloof station samaphoyisa baye bathatha bakisa eVillara Police Station.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you are then processed and booked in the cells.
Bayagcwalisa zonke imfanelo okufanele ukuthi bazigcwalise mabaqeda lapho base bayakuvalela emaselini.
Akaze ngibabone begcwalisa lutho.
I did not see anything that was documented or completed.
Engakubona nje ukuthi baphethe ukhiye bafike bangivalele eselini.
What? The only thing I saw is that they had a keys, a set of keys. They opened for me in the cell, and then they left.
Do you remember what time it was, more or less?
Ngiyakhumbula ukuthi mhlambe baba kusikhatsini.
Cha isikhathi ngangenaso.
No, I did not have time.
Do you recall that who detained you was a Sergeant Mohola?
Uyakhumbula ukuthi wavalelwa ubani uSergeant Mokhulu?
Umuntu wavala ukhiye la ebabe ngifake khona uMabhena.
The person who had the key to where I was kept, it's Mabena.
But did you have interaction with Sergeant Mohola
Kodwa ke kwaba khona
before you were placed in the cells?
ngaphambi kokuthi ke ufakwe ngaphakathi emaselini. Ke kwaba khona ukukhulumisana phakathi kwakho mhlambe naye Mokhulu. kube kwaba khona inkulumo eyabakhona phambi kwakho phakathi kwakho nomholi?
Cha, angikhumbule unkulumo.
No, not that. No, I don't remember that conversation.
When you were led in evidence in chief, you said from the 30th of May 2020 up until the day when you made pointings out on the 5th of June 2020, no one explained your constitutional rights to you. Is that correct?
Uthe wena mawunikezela ubufakazi bakho ke uthi kusukela ngazo umhla ka-30 kuMay unyaka 2020 kufikela ngazo umhla ka-5 kuJune ku-2020 awukaze ke kube khona umuntu okufundela ke amalungelo wakho?
Cha, akekho.
Yes, no one.
Just want to show you exhibit TT1. Exhibit TT1 is a notice of rights in terms of the Constitution. It's dated 31 May 2020 at 0140 Place Valeria.
Ilena ke incwadi yamalungelo ke lapho ibhalwe ukuthi ngomhla ka-31 kuMay kunyaka 2020 ngo-140 endaweni yaseVilleri.
There's a certificate by the detainee. It reads as follows. I, Muzi Ste Sibia, name of detainee, hereby certify that I have been informed in Zulu, state language, of my rights in terms of the Constitution as set out by Sergeant Mohola, and that I understand the contents thereof. Says date 31 May 2020, time 0140, place Valeria.
Lona kubhaliwe ke ukuthi mina Muzi Ste Sibia ngiyaqinisekisa ukuthi ke ngichazelwe ngesiZulu ngichazelwa ke ngamalungelo wami ngichazelwa uyena ke uSergeant Mohola bese kwaba nale date kamhla ka-31 May kunyaka 2020 ngo-0140 eVilleri.
Sacela ucaciseleka inkosi enkantolo ingcalisela kubhala ukuthini ukuthi la ubhalwa khona uMuzi Sibiya khona.
Can you please clarify for me as to, were you saying Moses Bia, where it's written Moses Bia? What about that?
It says, I, Muzi Ste Sibia,
Guti mina Muzi Ste Sibia.
Uyabona ayila sisi.
Miss Interpreter, can you see the I here?
what about the
Yeah.
I?
No, the accused person is asking me if I can see the I in this document.
No, ngicela ukubuza kahle mhlawumbe ngenhlonipho. Ngizwa ngathi umshushisi ukuthi uthi I.
Yebo ngisho njalo ukuthi ngisho ngithi mangifunda mina ngithi mina Muzi Ste Sibia. U-I ngesizulu kusho ukuthi mina.
Iyo lethe ngikubuza ukuthi ukhona yini I la wena uyawubona yini?
I want to find out if the interpreter can see the I in this document.
Yes, it starts with I in the first person.
Iqala ngomina.
It's certificate by detainee and says I, comma, Muzi Ste Sibia.
Uyabona lapho yasho ukuthi ke i-certificate lesi esibonisa ukuthi umuntu ufundeliwe amalungelo wakhe.
Ngicela
Manje ngendlela eqala ngayo
ngicela ukubuza futhi inkosi enkantolo umuntu ebebhala la ubani?
Who was writing here?
Yes, it's Sergeant Mohola. As you can see, her handwriting appears at the bottom right corner.
Konje umuntu
Sergeant
konje umuntu mayibhalela omunye umuntu uyasho ukuthi mina ngithi.
is it possible that when someone is writing on behalf of someone else, is it possible for them to begin the sentence with I?
Ngoba umuntu mayibhalela omunye umuntu uthi ubani uthi.
Because I think that if a person is writing on behalf of someone else, they say that so and so is saying this.
No. This is a certificate by you, a detainee. And it says you as the detainee, you as Moses Ste Sibia, you hereby certify that you have been informed in isiZulu of your rights in terms of the Constitution as set out by Sergeant Mohola, and it states the date, 31 May 2020, 0140 Valeria. So this is a certificate by yourself. You'll see that there's a signature there just below the date. Do you see the signature?
Yeah, ibona signature lapho ngaphansi kwe date.
No, ngicela kusikhathi singakafiki kwi-signature. Lento le umhula uyibhala ngesandla sakhe uthi mina Muzi Sibiya.
Sergeant Mohola wrote this on her own handwriting, stating that I, Muzi Sibiya,
Ngiqondele into ukuyicacisa ukuthi lo muntu lo engayibhala noma elapha ya ukuhleli khona abameli mina ngingekho lapho mayefuna ukubhala ukuthi Muzi Sibiya ngoba akusimina engibhale la lento le mina akukho engikwaziyo ngakho akekho umuntu akangifundela lento le.
It can't be that a person can write with their own handwriting when they're writing on behalf of someone. They could be seated there where the attorneys are seated, but I do not know anything about this document. I did not write this document.
There's a signature there at the left bottom corner, just next to Sergeant Mohola's signature. Whose signature is that?
Signature kabani le duzane nalapho kusayina khona ke uSergeant Mohola.
Le i-signature yami.
This is my signature.
And this is to certify that your rights have been explained to you.
Lokho ke kuqinisekise ke ukuthi amalungelo wakho akuchazela.
Hence you signed there at the bottom.
Yingakho ke wafaka ke isignature yakho la.
Cha,
No.
i-signature ngifaka ngoba kuthiwa ngifaka signature.
I appended my signature because I was told to put my signature there.
And the-
Akekho umuntu okwangitshela ngamalungelo ami.
No one has ever explained
And akekho
my rights.
umuntu engathi akabhala igama lami ethi Moses Themba Sibiya bese ethi ngithi mina kuye ngiya-understanda into ongitshena yona akazi bebikho into enjengaleyo.
There was never even a time wherein someone told me about this document, particularly saying that I, Moses Sibiya, this and that. I did not say anything to a person to write on my behalf. So I cannot, I do not know this document.
And exhibit double T in brackets 1 says notice of rights in terms of the Constitution, section 35 of Act 108 of 1996 says paragraph 1, you are being detained for the following reasons, dealing in drugs. Paragraph 2, as a person who is detained, you have the following rights. A, you have the right to consult with a legal practitioner of your choice, or should you so prefer to apply to the Legal Aid Board to be provided by the state with the services of a legal practitioner.
Sifunda ke la ukusho khona ukuthi nawo amalungelo wakho njengomuntu oboshwayo uyaboshwa ubhekene necala lokushushumbisa ngeidakamizwa. Number 2 kuyasho ukuthi ke njengoba ke uzovalelwa amalungelo wakho nawo ngakwazi ukuthi uzitholele owakho ummeli ozomkhokha ngeyakho imali nalo futhi ilungelo lokuthi ungathola ungafaka isicelo usebese uyafaka uxhasa umbuso ukuthi ke na bakunikeze ke ummeli ongeke wena umkhokhele.
Cha, umhula akaze ngitshela into enjengaleyo.
No, Mohola never told me anything like that.
Paragraph 2B, you have the right to challenge the lawfulness of your detention in person before a court of law and to be released if such detention is unlawful.
Makuwukuthi ke number B makuwukuthi ke ucabanga ukuthi ukuboshwa kwakho akukho semthethweni ungakwazi ke ukuthi uphikisane nokuthi ke ngiboshwe ngokungekho emthethweni.
Cha, umhula akaze ngitshele leyo nto leyo.
No, that was never explained to me by Mohola.
And paragraph 3 says, as a person arrested for the alleged commission of an offense, you have the following rights. Paragraph A, you have the right to remain silent, and anything you say may be recorded and may be used as evidence against you.
Bese ke kuyaqhubeka la ukuthi ke elinye lilungelo lakho futhi ke unalo ilungelo lokuthula ungasho lutho mawazi ke ukuthi ke unalo ilungelo lokuthula ungasho lutho ngoba wazi ukuthi ke konke okushoyo kuzasetshenziswa esikhathini esizayo maqulu icala.
Cha umholi azange ngitshele into njengale.
No, Mohola never told me anything like that.
Paragraph 3B, as a person arrested for the alleged commission of an offense, you are not compelled to make a confession or admission which could be used in evidence against you.
Awugcizelekile ke ku number B, awugcizelekile ukuthi ke ungabhalisa istatement noma ukuthi ke ugonyuluke noma ke usho into ke engahle isetshenziswe esikhathini esizayo.
Akaze kusho umholi kimi lokho.
No, Mohola never said that to me.
Paragraph 3C, as a person arrested for the alleged commission of an offense, you have the right to be brought before a court as soon as reasonably possible, but not later than 48 hours after your arrest or the end of the first court day after the expiry of the 48 hours. If the 48 hours expire outside ordinary court hours or on a day which is not an ordinary court day.
Lana ke ku number C basho ukuthi ke njengomuntu oboshwayo unalo ilungelo lakho lokuthi futhi uze ubonane nemanje ngaphambi ubingelele imanje ngaphambi kokuthi ke kundluleke amahora awu-48. Mangabe sekwenzekile mhlawumbe ukuthi ama-hours awu-48 sewendlulile kuzoba kuwukuthi mhlawumbe iholiday noma ke kusiyilona ilanga ke inkantolo ihlala ngalo.
Akaze umholi ngitshele lokho.
No, Mohola never explained that to me.
Paragraph 3D, you have the right at the first court appearance after your arrest to be informed of the reason for your continued detention or to be released.
Kanti ke futhi noma sowubingelelile ke imanje kube ukuthi uyaqala ukubingelela imanje unalo ilungelo lokuthi ke ukhululwe noma ke bakunikeze izathu ezenza ukuthi ke bakugcine estokisini.
Akaze umholi ngitshele lokho leyo.
No, Moholo never said that to me.
In paragraph 3E, you have the right to be released from detention if the interests of justice permit, subject to reasonable conditions.
Uyilungelo lakho futhi ke ukuthi ungakhulula ngokuya ngokomthetho wethu kanti ke futhi makuukuthi ke mhlambe bakunikezela noma imgomo nembandela.
Akaze ngitshele umholi lokho leyo.
No, Mohola never told me anything like that.
Paragraph 4, you can exercise all the above mentioned rights at any stage during your detention.
Ungawasebenzisa ke wonke lawo malungelo lawa njengoba sesiwafundile ngaleso sikhathi leso kokubanjwa kwakho noma ngaleso sikhathi sewubanjiwe.
Umholi akaze ngitshele lokho leyo.
No, Mohola never told me that.
And there's then the certificate that we referred to, wherein you certify that you have been informed in isiZulu of your rights, the rights that we have just placed on record, and you appended your signature on the 31st May 2020 at 0140 at Valeria Police Station.
Bese ke lamalungelo lawo bathiwa ke uchazelwe wona bese la ngaphansi sekuza wena ke lapho soqinisekisa khona ukuthi nangempela bangichazele ngesizulu ngomhla ka 31 kuMeyi kunyaka ka 2020 eValeria ngo-0140.
Cha akaze kuze kwenzeka ngivumelana nayo yonke lento la.
No, nothing like that happened. I disagree with everything that is here.
You told the court earlier today that your level of education is matric, is that correct?
Uchazile lapha ngwenkundla ukuthi ke wena esikoleni ufikeleka matric angisho?
Yeah.
Yes.
You are able to read English, is that correct?
Uyakwazi futhi ukufunda isingisi angisho?
Ngiyakwazi ukufunda isingisi.
Yes, I can read English.
Kodwa hayi kakhulu.
Not so well.
So you were also able to read these rights by yourself, is that correct?
Ngokwazi na ukuthi uzifundele lamalungelo ngokwakho.
Cha akaze ngize ngwafunda, akaze ngize nginikeze ukuthi ngwafunda.
No, I have never read these rights and they were never given to me to read.
You see, there's a serial number there on Exhibit TT in brackets 1 is R5086208.
Kune serial number la R5086208.
Ngiyayibona.
Yes, I can see that.
The explanation by Surgeon Mukhola was that this number, it's endorsed on the, in the occurrence book as well.
Umuhola ke noma uSergeant Muhula uyawaveza ukuthi ke le number siyibona la kuleli phepha lamalungelo nasencwadini yabo le yesiphoyisa bayayibhala le nombolo le.
Lalela.
I'm listening.
When we deal just now with the occurrence book, this number will reflect in the occurrence book entries.
Le ncwadi ke sisakhuluma ngayiqaleni ukuthi amaphoyisa ayabhala kuyona. Uthi ke le number lesizoyibona ke mase sibhekene nalobo bufakazi kule ncwadi.
Lalela.
I'm listening.
Is it correct that you're giving a copy of your notice of rights?
Kuyiqiniso ukuthi kunikeziwe ke ikhophi yamalungelo wakho.
Ngoba ngisho lento lekaze zenginikezwe. Cha.
No, I was never given this. I did explain that I was never given this document.
So you did not have it when you were in the cells?
Mawuse maselini ngaphakathi bongayiphathanga.
Cha.
No.
We just want to briefly digress and refer you to exhibit EE in brackets 5. This is your net bank statement. In your application for a transactional current or savings account, they ask you what is your preferred language and you ticked English.
Uma ke ufaka ke isicelo sakho ebhank eNetbank lapho bofuna khona ukuvula iaccount bakubuza ukuthi ke ungathanda ukusebenzisa oluphi ulwimi mhlawumbe wathi wena ke English isilungu.
Do you see that?
Uyakubona lokho?
Ukuyisebenzisa kanjani? Ngicela inkosi eKato ngichazela ukuthi mayithi ngakhetha ukuthi ngisebenzise isilungu ukusebenzisa kanjani?
In what form of, when you're saying I preferred to use English, in what form what do you mean?
Like efonini.
Are you saying on the phone?
Efonini ngisebenzisa isilungu, ebhenki mangidraw ngisebenzisa isilungu. So ngicela ukunderstand ukuthi isilungu esikanjani lese engakhetha ukuthi ngizosebenzisa isingisi khona la.
On my personal cell phone, I will use English, and when I make a transaction or a withdrawal, I will do it in English. So I do not understand when you said preferred language.
Yes. But the bank asks you what method of communication do you prefer, and you said English.
Ukusho ukuthi ke bebabuza ukuthi ke sizoxhumana nawe sisebenzisa oluphi ulimi bona abantu basebank wena wakhetha ke isingisi.
You just confirm now that, sorry, when you transact, you use English, is that correct?
Uqeda kusho ukuthi mhlawumbe na ukhipha imali noma usebenzisa ibhanki usebenzisa isilungu angisho.
No, ngifuna ukuyithola kahle ukuthi umuntu engangihleli naye, umuntu esasikhuluma naye mangivule iaccount, uyu umuntu engathi ngifuna ukukhuluma isingisi naye.
What I'm saying is that the person who was assisting me in opening the bank account is that I chose to speak English with that person.
Noma ukuthi mangwithdraw ngifuna ukusebenzisa isilungu noma isiZulu na ngifuna ukuthola ukuthi leli gama le ukuthi ngisebenzisa isilungu lifika kanjani.
I want to understand that what exactly are you trying to direct me? Is it when I'm using an ATM I speak English, yes, or you mean use of English in what sense?
Mr. Sibia, you are the person who was completing that form. You indicated that the method of communication that you opt for is English, but we leave it there.
I've let these things slide. The notice of rights is clear. It says every arrested person must be informed. It didn't say give him a document, he must go and read. So I don't understand the use of English and all of that because the Constitution is clear. The rights of the accused must be explained to him by the arrested. Not giving the paper for him to read the sense because you can read English. I'm an attorney. I can be arrested today. Rights are still going to be explained to me, whether or not I understand English. As the procedure continues.
As a purpose, I don't know if there's a misunderstanding. We took the witness through the process that Surgeon Mukhola went through. The witness that she testified that the words that she used, that she gave him his rights. So we are saying over and above the fact that Sergeant Mohola explained your rights, you are also able to read English. That's what we're saying, my lord. But we won't belabor the point. The fact of the
The
matter,
man himself says he can read English.
yes. We will leave it at that, my lord. We want, as I say, what we wanted to put on record was that the rights were explained, and he himself certifies through his signature there that the rights were explained.
iphuzu la ummeli umshushisi athi yena bekavela
The court, my lord, state says, and he himself testified through his signature, or certified. I think it's just a mental element, my lord. I think the energy levels are dropping, because I thought that the state said testified. On that note, my lord, I think we should really punish ourselves. I request that we adjourn up until tomorrow. Also to give our colleague, the language practitioner, time to go and take a breath, my lord. I think it's almost 25 minutes past 3, my lord.
3.
Yes, my lord. Thank you.
Are we adjourning then? Mr. Baloyi?
We've almost reached the end of our normal sitting time. We can adjourn until.
Yeah, the gentleman accused number 1, Mr. Sibiya, doesn't say he's illiterate. He says he can understand English. Just wanted to know the exigency, what does it pertain to? But I know, I've listened to this gentleman. He used a word very few judges can use. Day before yesterday, he said the ordeal you suffered was traumatic. You remember? You don't have to answer if you don't remember.
Ma ngikhuluma
Right, can we all come back tomorrow?